I'm back again with Crash Games, and we're going to talk about Yardmaster.
Yes, Yardmaster. Yardmaster is a set collection of sorts, a hand management game designed by Stephen Aramini, and a first-time designer, and it is a winner of the 2014 Ion Award, which you can see here. And it is a probably, I would say, my most approachable game that I make. So I set out when I saw this game and saw that it has a lot of appeal for both gamers and the mass market as well. So I've had people that play this with their grandma. I have hardcore game groups that play this that are hardcore gamers. And it is a very fantastic, I'm biased of course, a very game where you are working to essentially build up your train. And so your first car can be anything, but your following cars either have to be the same color or the same number. So it kind of has a domino mechanic to it in order for you to attach that. So you're racing to be the first player in a 2 or 3 player game to 18 points, or in a 4 or 5 player game 16 points. And so that's worth their value. So it's very simple game. On your turn, you're going to get 2 actions. So you can either draw a cargo card to your hand.
Some of these.
Yeah, so you can either draw them from the... Gosh, Phoebe, knock the whole deck over.
I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, so there's some cargo cards.
Yeah, and so those all match the rail cards. You have 5 different types of cargo. We have livestock, coal, automobiles, timber, oil, and what am I forgetting? I said livestock. There's 5 types, and then there's bonus cards too. And so basically what you're doing is, in order for me to have legally purchased this 3 coal, I would need to have 3 coal cards in my hand. Okay. So you can draw a card as one of your actions, either face up from the discard pile or face down. It has to be the top card if you're drawing from the discard pile. You can purchase a rail card, provided that you're able to pay for it. So like this 2 oil, you need to be able to buy that with 2 oil cards. And the last thing you can do is you can swap one of these fancy exchange rate tokens. And so what these allow you to do is, on your turn when you're purchasing, let's say that I had 2 coal in my hand and I couldn't use it for anything else, I can convert that to 1 of anything. So I could actually use that 2 coal to buy this 1 timber.
Okay.
So it kind of helps you, cheat the game a little bit. And then where things really get fun is on your turn when you have the Yardmaster token, you get to take a 3rd action.
Okay. And so how do you get the Yardmaster token?
So excellent question, Phoebe. How you get the Yardmaster token is, let's pretend that 3 of us were playing the game, our viewer at home, and me and you. Let's say that I was going first. Play would travel clockwise. You would be the first player with the Yardmaster token. Okay. So I would take a 2-action turn. The player would take a 2-action turn. You would get a 3-action turn, and then this would pass counterclockwise.
Okay.
While we play clockwise. Okay. So on my next turn, it would just be 2 actions, but our 3rd player would get a 3-action turn at that time. And so this continues until you fill your train up. Now, one of the strategic things that a player can do in the game is, let's pretend that I were to buy this 2 oil right now, and you may or may not be able to see this on your camera, but right now I have a 3 coal, a 1 coal, and a 1 livestock. That would not be a legal attachment. I couldn't attach a 2 oil to a 1 livestock. So that's not really a problem. That would go down below in my sorting yard.
Okay.
So think of that as a bank of sorts.
Yep.
So on a future turn, if I were to buy something that would allow me to attach it, I could bring up as many or as few of these as I wanted.
Okay.
And so that can be kind of a strategic thing to do, to kind of have cards hang out. But the rule is, if you buy a card and it can't attach it, you must attach it to your train. You're not just able to bank them if it's a legal attachment.
Okay.
So very simple rule set, but very fun, very fast, and very approachable. So a lot of meaningful gameplay.
Okay.
For a wide range of gamers too. That's why a lot of the hardcore gamers enjoy the game.
Yeah.
It's very easy to meta the game because there's only 4 1s, 3 2s, 2 3s, and 1 4 of each color. And then in the cargo cards, there's only 12. and the discard pile is searchable. So hardcore gamers that are metagamers that want a card count, you can do that, so you can know your odds. People that are mathematically inclined can know their statistical odds at any given point of a card coming out that they want here or here. And so that's really for people that like to play that way. I don't. I just want to sit down and have a fun, casual experience.
But it works for both types of games.
Yeah, this will please both audiences and everywhere in between. And that's a very difficult thing to do in a game, to be able to please that wide of an audience.
Yeah. Does it work with kids as well? Have you played
Absolutely,
it with kids?
yeah. For legal purposes, it says 13 plus on my box, and that's more of a safety and litigation issue.
Okay.
Someone can't sue me if their kids choke on a piece if I put 13 plus. But
that won't happen.
No,
it won't happen.
Well, don't swallow this, and you won't have any problems. No, I've had kids as young as 6 or 7.
Excellent.
Playing. They don't understand some of the further nuances, some of the finer details, but with the color and number matching is a very simple mechanic. It is not difficult for people to grasp at all.
All right, thanks for that.
Awesome.
That was Yardmaster.
Yardmaster.